with Avrit from Oversize Engines, and today it's time to machine Ollie's engine block. Right here you saw me already take out all the freeze plugs and the oil passaging plugs and set it up on the machine so it's ready. If you come closer, I want to give you guys a look about some damage in the cylinder wall. You can see the valve also crashed into the cylinder wall, so there are a couple of dents. You can also see it's above the first ring of the piston. So you see that line right here, and it indicates that the top piston ring is only coming to here. So it's above there. So I will take a look with boring if it will clean up. If it doesn't clean up, it isn't that big of a deal because it's in the top of the cylinder and not the area where the piston rings ride on the cylinder. So then it will be there, but does not affect the engine in the operating in any way, so it would be a cosmetic error. So before we start boring, we ensure the block is completely squared up with the head, so we know we have a good quality bore, exactly straight and in line with the crankshaft. And it's also mandatory for the resurfacing. So let's get started. So now the cylinders are all bored, I want to take a look at the damage we saw earlier. If you take a look in this cylinder, cylinder number 4, it's almost not visible anymore. If you take a very close look, I don't think you can see it with the camera, you can see it. But we still have some meat to remove from this cylinder, because of course we still have to hone, and I want to show you how much meat there still is in there. If I catch my calipers here, and here is the 0. So 0 is the final size you want to be at after the hone. So if you take a look here, you can see there is still some meat to be removed to get to that final size. And I think when we removed that much material, that the dents are completely gone. So that's a nice thing. The other feature I want to mention is the chamfer we do. We always chamfer the top of the cylinders because, again, if we bore the cylinders and after this resurface it, you will have an extremely sharp edge right there. And when you assemble the pistons, the piston rings could snap behind it and you will break them when you insert them. So that's always why we put a nice chamfer around the cylinders. So now we're gonna, of course, resurface the block. So the resurfacing head is now on the machine. I don't have to indicate the block again because we did it already the first time when we inserted the block to the machine before we start boring it. So next, what I'm gonna do is bring this insert here to the block, zero the machine, so we know this is our starting point when we start cutting. Then we do a light skim over it, so we have a clear view about the high and the low spots of the deck. Then we're gonna proceed with resurfacing it more until it's completely flat and smooth. So we have a nice surface finish for the head gasket to seal on. So now I'm gonna lower the machine. You will hear it touch here. It's very light, but you can clearly hear it touching. I will back it off, Take a very light cut. So that's set. Set automatic feed. This one can go on, that direction, 5. So this was the first very light pass we did. And if you come over to the block, you can see what did touch. So the block itself, like here, the working area, nothing touched. The only places that it touched is here and here. Those places are not critical, but it is funny to notice that it only touched there and there. We see this often because there is an engine mount right here where you mount it into the car. And when you tighten those bolts for that mount, the bolt stretches the material up because you're pulling the metal, and therefore it's a little bit higher than the rest. Now you think, oh, it's very high, but it's like minuscule because we only took a cut of like 0.02 of a millimeter. So it's almost nothing, but noticeable enough for us to see it here. So now we're gonna do another pass until we see that it touched about all the way, so we can have a view about the low and high spots in the critical area.
Nice.
So we're now done boring and resurfacing the block, but you might be wondering, why don't we just bore it to final size on that machine, and why do we go over to the hone to get it to the final size? And there are a couple of reasons for that, but I mainly want to focus on the most important one, and that's the lubrication of the piston. This is done to have the right surface finish, the right crosshatch, to get the oil proper into the cylinder one, so it lubricates the piston, it transfers the heats over, and it seals the piston rings, so you have ultimate sealing from the combustion chamber. And we can't achieve this on the boring machine, so that's our main reason why we go over to the hone for the final size. Of course, I can go into this subject much more detailed, but that's not for this video. If you would like to hear more about it, let me know. I will try to make a more dedicated video about the honing process and go more in depth of how the oiling and lubrication works for the piston. So this wraps up the honing for this block. Before I go any further, I first want to show you guys the final bore dimension. So if you come closer and take a look at this clock. Before we start honing, it was at 5, plus 5, and now it's 0. So now it has the final dimension to suit the right Wasner pistons in here. And the next time you will see this block is when we assemble it. Also, now it has the right crosshatch in it for the proper lubrication. Again, if you want to see more about a more in-depth video of how this works, let me know and I try to make one. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions. And see you in the next one. Houdoe. Ja, ik weet niet. Wat is dat nou? Ah. Boom. So I catch my measuring. The fuck is that now? Catch my measuring. We got a machine. Lekker Osk blok. Dat is die crunch gast zo. Gaan we maar niet in de bloopers doen. Ja, bloopers, ik snap het. Die bloopers gaan we zo niet meer doen. Ah.